You know, sometimes when I really take a look at my life, I think my parents are ambassadors from hell. The biological ones. The big ones. See, here's the thing. My dad's divorced and remarried, and my mom is divorced and remarried. But my dads aren't married to my moms. Rather, my dads are married to each other. What really torques me off is they didn't conceive me in some high-tech fashion, you know, like a sperm and an egg in a petri dish that would have given me better genes. No. My parents, when they decided they wanted to have me, dug a hole in the ground and humped for 3 days. I'm Angus Bethune. Psychologist Carl Rogers says, the closer we are to our ideal selves, the happier we are. Sometimes our ideal selves can be purely physical in nature. However, the discovery of our ideal self often comes through the acquisition of positive new relationships that give us positive, unconditional regards. This is A Moment in the Life of Angus Bethune by Chris Crutcher. As Angus, the fat kid with 2 sets of gay parents, you can bet that I had my fair share of adjustment problems. But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it sounds. On my dad's side, there are a lot of athletes, and my mom's sister almost made it to the Olympics in speed skating. So, it's not that bad. And I'm incredibly fast for a fat guy. See, when I'm down, the defensive lineman across from me can't shake me. And when I'm on offense, all I have to do is zero in on that running back's hips, and it's game over. Also, you don't have to dig too far back into my ancestral remains to find IQs safely in the 3-digit range. So, grades really aren't a problem. But tonight is a big night. I've been elected Senior Winter Ball King at Lake Michigan High School, which means for 1 minute, I will be featured alongside Melissa LaFarge, the girl of my dreams, and only my dreams. She was elected Senior Winter Ball Queen. It's a joke. And I know it's a joke, and I know it's a hell of a good joke. Because someone had to convince some plurality of 500 seniors at Lake Michigan High School to forego writing the name of any bona fide Adonis and instead scribble in the name of Angus Bethune, the fat guy. And at first, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I tried to deny it. But my granddad said, "Quit fussing. It looks worse if you try and deny it. Act like you're the logical choice." My granddad was the man who taught me how to be a dignified fat kid. He told me this. He said, "Angus, if somebody doesn't like you, just remember these words. Screw 'em. If anyone says anything about you, or where you're from, or what you're about, screw 'em." I liked my granddad. So here I sit in my bed, my burgundy tux draped across it like a cover, and I'm thinking, what can Melissa be thinking right now? And the only logical thing I can think of is that she is thinking of this like a trip to the dentist. Because no matter how many times he drills that raw nerve, or how much he uses that scrapey little pick thing on your teeth, or how many syringes of Novocaine he explodes into the top of your mouth, in an hour, you will leave that godforsaken office alive. But Melissa hasn't seen how I dance. I see her there, on the dance floor, next to her boyfriend, real douchebag in my books, Rick Sanford. Yeah. And he's got that cocky look on his face. The one that he used to have during football. That was until I took it right off his face during our first full pad scrimmage. See, little golden Rick Sanford tried to dance famously upfield and pull that famous little jig of his. Didn't realize that this blimp came equipped with a tracking radar. Yeah, it took him almost 15 seconds to get his breath back. Pansy. Really torqued him off, being tackled and beat by some fat guy like me. But now he's got that look on his face, because he knows we're in his element. He's country club, and I'm just country. Angus, my man, I'm going to turn this lovely little thing over to you for a while. Be a little more humble. Let her make a comparison, you know, between you and me. Don't mind him, Angus. He's rich drunk. Yeah, why don't you just go on up behind the curtain with my girlfriend? Yeah, just go on up. Rick, stop it. I'm warning you. You know, Fatty, your campaign cost me a lot of money. Somewhere close to $2 a pound. That's what? That's $800? $900? Let's go, Angus. Melissa takes my arm, and we turn. And then Rick says this. Careful, honey. That ass comes from a real high-risk family. Full of queers. Best wear your rubber gloves, just in case. He just has a cut. And at that moment, I turn, and I sweep his legs with mine, and he goes hard to the floor. And he tries to push himself up with his hands, but I sweep them with my leg. And when he finally gets it through that skull of his, that he's going nowhere, I lean down. And I say, quietly, so quietly, Rick, you may not like how my parents live, but they have been monogamous as the day is long. They've been together my whole life. And that is a real low-risk group. The only one at high risk right now is you. And we go up behind the curtain. And the curtain parts as the trumpets blare, and the senior king and queen from last year come from stage right and stage left and give us the crowns. And it would all be unbelievably ridiculous even if they weren't crowning King Angus the Fat. So we dance. And a part of me tries to concentrate. But another part of me just flies off to heaven because I know what I've never thought in my wildest dreams. That I'd be holding Melissa Lofarve tight. And that she'd be enjoying it. And she looks at me and she says, Angus, do you ever get tired of who you are? And I say, of course I do. Do you know who you're talking to? And she says, do you want to know something about me? And I think to myself, oh God, I want to know anything about you. But I blurt out, yeah? She says, I'm bulimic. You know what that means? And I say, it means when you eat too much, you chunk it up so you don't end up looking like me. And she looks up at me and she says, close enough for discussion purposes. Don't worry about it. I'm in therapy for it. I cracked this stupid joke saying, you know, I tried that once. I really did. But I was so hungry when I stuck my finger down my throat, I almost ate my arm off. And she looks up at me, and she laughs. She holds me tighter. I'm Angus Bethune, fat man extraordinaire, stepping out of my life for a minute to dance with Melissa Lofarve, the girl of my dreams. To fly. To really have my moment.